Okay, what's up, guys? So I'm getting ready to go in here, and I got a tattoo appointment here in a few minutes. Doing a realistic flower. Not really sure exactly where it's going to be, but it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun piece. So one of the things I kind of wanted to talk about was working in a street shop. You kind of get a gist of the kind of customers that are going to come into your shop, and it's really interesting that a lot of customers you run into are like very, very comfortable with whoever tattoos them. Like, I personally thought that a lot of customers that would come in would be like questioning like your artistry, asking for your portfolio constantly. And no, it's very rare. Like, people walk in, they're like, "Hey, I want this leg sleeve," and you're like, "Okay, cool. Like, okay, you want to see my work?" Like, they don't even ask to see your work. You have to actually show it to them. So whether it's lack of knowledge or lack of concern, who knows what it is, but it's, for me, it's just kind of mind blowing because it's one of those things where it's like, dang, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask for this person's work of art. I'm gonna ask them, what do they specialize in, all that other good stuff. At least I give myself an opportunity to be like, damn, at least I asked these questions. I did my due diligence on trying to find out, whether this guy could even do this work, or this girl, whatever. Um, so, like I said, it was just interesting to me, that the experiences I've had with a lot of walk-in customers are people that calling and making phone appointments and things like that. What I will say is, honestly, if you are trying to get your first tattoo and you're not really sure what kind of shop to go to or what kind of artist to go to, the best thing to do is have like a reference of an idea of what you're trying to get done. And then when you go to those shops or when you go talk to those artists, ask them for the portfolio. Hey, man, can I take a look at your work and see what kind of work you do? Even if, like, to see if you even like follow along the kind of like style that I'm looking for. Um, Ask if they have healed work. Usually, I'll be honest with you, I work in a street shop that is right next to Disney. We get a lot of tourists. So healed work is a huge challenge for us to get, because a lot of our customers are, they show up and then they disappear, and you don't ever see them for like, years or whatever. Um, so that can definitely be a challenge, but you can look at people's work and kind of get an idea. Okay, like, I can see how this may heal or how this may look and things like that. But at least you're seeing whether or not that artist can do the kind of work you're looking for. So I would personally, that's at least one of the things I would ask. Look at the shop as well, cleanliness, things like that. How do they operate? How, like, just their professionalism. Those are things that play huge roles in the tattoo industry too. I know the old school style of tattoo shops. You walk in and everybody's like covered in tattoos, and the vibe is like everybody's like very like pretty mellow, but they look like as if they could probably beat your ass. um, that's not how a lot of shops are anymore. But a lot of shops nowadays, like that I walk into and I see, are very modernized. They're very like professional courtesies and things like that. So you know don't be surprised when you walk into a shop and you're getting treated like different ways or whatever, so on and so forth. If you like the vibe, go with it. If you don't like the vibe and you want the old school style, or you want a different style of artistry, remember, you're going to be with that artist for some time. If you're especially if you're working with a big piece, or if you want to continue getting the same style of art, that's another thing too, that consistency that comes with those different artists and everything like that. So just don't ever look at your first tattoo as your last tattoo, because there's a strong possibility you're gonna get another one. And don't ever look at your first tattoo as oh, this is just a one-off. I'll look more into it later when I go get my next one or the next one, things like that. Treat them all, with the same level of respect and responsibility, and you'll end up getting some really high quality work. There's no point in thinking that you don't have to get high quality work just because you don't have as much knowledge. So those are my biggest key points when it comes to picking a tattoo shop, picking a tattoo artist. Um, and hopefully it helps some of you guys, so you're not, I do a pretty, I've done some cover ups, and I get a lot of people asking about getting things covered up. So obviously, you know we still have a lot to learn, but it's all good though. It happens to the best of us. I got some stuff I got to cover up as well. But it was done by me when I was like very first starting, so I can only blame myself. But yeah. hopefully this information works out well for some people.